Hi guys, welcome back to my channel again. When you talk about resilience, the zeal, the desire, the zest, and the will to stay alive, this geese has proven it. The geese that is hopping, she wasn't always hopping. There's a story behind her hopping. And the story is 3 years ago, this picture was taken. I was sitting in my backyard looking at the pond. Every year we have a set of geese that comes out there. So this picture was taken 3 years ago. I was sitting there with my granddaughter and we were looking at the pond. We always love looking at the geese when they comes out. Sometimes we'll have them in abundance and then sometimes it will just be a few, like a family. On this particular day it was this geese and her family. But there was something hard that was taking place out there. Like out of nowhere, we heard the father geese started to make these sound, and then he was ushering all the babies to the shore. And once he got onto the shore, I noticed that the mother geese was not with him. And when I looked out, I saw her out there like she was wrestling with something. At first, it appears as if she was stuck in a twig or something, but then I realized that it was more than a twig, but I couldn't tell what it was. But each time, this geese, it would appear as if whatever it is that got the best of her, and she was done. There would be no movement, and then out of nowhere, she'll just pick up enough courage, and you'll see her pulling her, and she's pulling herself closer and closer to the shore. As she got real close, I called out to my husband and was like, something is wrong with that geese and I don't know what we can do to help. So he quickly grabbed a stick and he went out there. She was still a little distance in the water away from him and he was poking. But this geese realized that he was there to help her. And so she started to pull herself closer and closer to the shore where he could get to her. And as she got close, he realized that it was a snapping turtle that got a hold of one of her legs. And he hit the turtle with the stick, and the turtle let the geese go. Now, when she got to the shore, she was still howling, making a whole lot of noise because she was hurt. We couldn't tell if the leg was gone or what because the father geese wouldn't allow us to get close. So that night I went to bed. My granddaughter, she was so concerned too and emotional about it. Didn't even think of recording it because the whole thing was so emotional. And so she was wondering, did she survive? What do I think? The next day I got up and I never saw her. So we were both thinking that maybe she died, maybe some animals she becomes helpless and maybe some animals eat her. We kind of rest on that, a sad way to rest, but we rest on it that she died, maybe she died. We never saw her, never saw them come back out, and so that's what we held on to. But today, I was in my backyard 3 years later and I saw this geese coming with her babies. She had 6 new babies and she was heading back to the pond, the very place that she got wounded. And I looked at her as she's hobbling through, making her way. I was so blown away to see her. I was excited. I wish my granddaughter was here to see it. I said, oh my gosh, she made it. She survived. I don't know how long it took her, but she made it. This geese was able to heal. She was able to hatch 6 more eggs. Now, if she had babies in between, I don't know. But I see 6 new ones right here now. And she was making her way back to the pond, the very place that she got hurt. And she did not step to the side. She did not look fearful. She was back in her rightful position, taking that lead as she always was with her family. Now, when I looked at this, there's a moral to her story. Sometimes we may go through life. Some of us, we got hurt, maybe physically, emotionally, or whatever it is. Let us not let our circumstances define who we are. We can be more than conqueror. This is just a geese, but as the Bible always tells us that we can learn so much from these animals. And I pray that whatever the circumstances is, that we will not allow it to define us, but that we will elevate ourselves and get back in the game of life again. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel.